Well, 13 Investigates began reporting last year on what we called Attack of the Killer Fees.
That's right, and Chief Investigator Darcy Spears continues her coverage tonight, exposing a new way one local business is digging into customers.
Just when you think you've heard them all in the long list of junk fees, a new way to stick it to consumers surfaces in Las Vegas, or at least it was new to the frequent Vegas visitor who shared his recent experience with 13 Investigates. Musician Joel Matoza and his wife regularly visit Las Vegas for quick getaways from their Southern California home. They come so often, they've got players' cards at Caesars Properties. In early June, they planned a one-night stay at Paris Hotel Casino on the Strip to break up a road trip home from Utah.
We got there like at about 11:30 noon.
Several hours before Paris's official 4 p.m. check-in time.
When we found out that they were going to charge us an additional fee for early check-in, I told my wife, I was like, screw it, let's just eat the money that we paid Expedia to stay here and go home. You know, I was like, it doesn't make any sense. We're paying more for an early check-in fee than what we paid for the hotel charge.
But tired from a long early morning drive, they decided to stay.
If they gave you the key and you were able to go right up to your room, what are you even paying for?
Yeah, it was an additional $50 charge.
That's like a junk fee.
Yeah, and I said, well, we're just gonna go hang out at the pool and you can just, text me when the room's ready. And they said, well, you need a key to get into the pool area, so technically you need to be checked in.
On the hotel's website, if you scroll down near the bottom in the FAQ section, you'll find a question about check-in times. Click on that, and it says early check-in is based on availability at a moderate fee. Joel says they didn't know that in advance, and they also didn't know they'd have to pay $18 for parking. None of it, he said, was disclosed on Expedia when he booked the room.
Of course, the resort fee was like $50-something. So the funny thing was on Expedia, the room was like $44 for the night. After you add in parking and the resort fee and the early check-in fee, you're up to almost $200 now.
The pain from this nickel and diming runs deeper than what it rips from our wallets.
Resort fees are really a lightning rod for frustration of travelers.
Scott Roban is founder of the popular Vital Vegas blog. He hears from thousands of visitors fed up with sinful fees in Sin City, including a devilish fee that lurks at the bottom of some restaurant tabs.
Called concession fees, sometimes they're called service charges. The restaurant can call them pretty much whatever they want.
Tickets for concerts and special events might be where this foul practice of coin snatching was spawned, but soon it won't be as common. Live Nation and Ticketmaster promised President Biden they will commit to upfront all-in pricing. In our previous report about junk fees, we talked to a local about how hard she was hit for John Legend concert tickets on Ticketmaster.
They were $158 for the actual tickets, for the 2 tickets, but then I ended up paying the service fee, which was $21 each. So then I ended up paying $42. And then also the order processing fees were $5.50.
Total in junk fees alone, $47.50. With a base price of $79 per ticket, that means Toriana forked over 30% in fees. The Biden administration has argued hidden fees make it too confusing for honest comparison shopping, the most basic element a competitive free market needs to thrive. And it's costing consumers millions of dollars every year, money that should be spent on other goods and actual services. Scott Roban with Vital Vegas says junk fees have an outsized ill effect here in the entertainment capital of the world.
Fees make people feel like they're being hoodwinked, and they perceive it as shady behaviors.
Something he believes hurts us all.
I hear from thousands and thousands of people, and many of them, even pre-pandemic, were talking about the fact that they used to come to Vegas 8 times a year, 6 times a year, but they had narrowed it down to maybe once or twice a year based on that feeling that they get when they feel ripped off.
We reached out to the Paris Hotel about the early check-in fee, and we're still waiting to hear back. Live Nation is expected to roll out upfront pricing in September. President Biden believes other companies will follow. Darcy Spears, 13 Investigates.